Sunday healing by the way of words. First thing that you must do, you have to take care of yourself. You have to take care of your own mind. And that's usually hard if you've been thinking negative your whole life. And what happens is when you begin to switch the way that you think from being negative to positive, what happens is there's resistance because it's something that you're not used to. Just as it would be if you were positive and you started to think negative, it would be a resistance because you have trained your mind so much to a point and protected your mind so much to a point to where you can think positive and you stay within a positive energy that it wards off negativity. Now, a lot of times what happens is we don't take responsibility or accountability. That's what we got to do. We got to learn to take responsibility. We got to learn to take accountability for what's going on up here. Once we learn how to take accountability and responsibility for what we're thinking about, then it becomes easier. Now you can access and you can look at yourself and you can say, this is where I'm at. And once you understand where you are, where you're at, and you understand your accountability, and you just take accountability where you are, that means you can start moving forward. And the only way that you can start moving forward is you must first take accountability, man. You got to take accountability of your actions. You got to take accountability. You got to take accountability of where you are in life. And if you don't take that accountability, what tends to happen is you stay in a rut. And what I mean by a rut, you stay in a perpetual rut of negativity. And you continue to blame everybody else for your mistakes. You blame this person, you blame that person, when you really should be looking at yourself. Where am I at? What am I doing? Where am I at? What am I doing? How did I get here? How, what, when? How, what, when? Where? You got to ask yourself those questions. How did I get? When did I get? Where do I go to get out? You start with self. You got to start with yourself. It's like Michael Jackson said, you got to look at the man in the mirror. I'm talking to the man in. You got to talk to the man in the mirror. And I guarantee you, it may not bring you out your situation immediately. You may not see immediate things change around you. But once you can get the change inside, you're going to look at things a lot different that's going on the outside. Definitely going to look at things a lot different. Show y'all where I'm at right quick. I don't know if I can take it around. There's a scripture that I like to quote. I believe it's Philippians 4. I think it's Philippians 4 and 8. You have to learn to think about things that are lovely. You got to think about things that are pure, positive. Once you begin to think on those things, there is a power that will come over you, an energy that will come over you, a force that will come over you. Once you first take responsibility for where you are, and then once you begin to practice these things, just know that resistance is going to come. The resistance going to come. The resistance got to come. Looking at all of this right here, because it's beautiful. One thing that you got to learn.
2 miles. Mexico 160.
Always keep going. Never stop. It's been plenty of times. It's been plenty of times where I wanted to quit. It's been plenty of times where I wanted to quit, give up, and just stop. But when you consistent, and I'm not saying be consistent at something that's no benefit to you. If it's something that you have faith in, you believe in, a dream or a goal, you gotta push through it. It's normal, when you it's normal for a person to feel that type of like, man, I just want to quit, I want to give up. You know what I'm saying? But I've learned, even through what I'm doing now, is to keep pushing. I've seen some major setbacks. I've seen some things, been through some things. That would allow me, forward me to say that I wanted to quit, but I don't. I know that I would cheat myself. I know that I would be cheating myself if I did quit. A lot of traffic.